What's going on, YouTube? This is Chris Albert coming you back from Long Beach, California. I'm back from my vacation in Las Vegas. I gotta tell you, I ate a fucking lot this weekend. I went to Carmine's. I had myself an Italian meal. Uh, Man, I have not had good Italian food in a long time because you can't get good Italian food out here in California most places, at least not like where I come from. But Carmine's and Caesars and the Forum Shops, fucking awesome food. They got one over there in New York City on Broadway. I think there's one in Atlantic City, and there's a few other places too. But absolutely amazing food. Had me thinking about being back home at my mom's dinner table, eating the bajal and the meatballs. Um, uh, Absolutely awesome. Then the next day I went to the buffet at Caesars, the Bacchanal buffet, and I ate my face off there too. I mean, me and my girl, we like looking at each other like we were freaking sick, like absolutely sick. Um, and I'm back and I'm getting ready to start my prep for the Excalibur, and that's pretty much why I'm going to talk to you about what I'm going to talk to you about tonight. Tonight's subject is how to start a diet, how to start a nutrition plan. And a lot of you might just think, whoa, you know what? I'm going to make a resolution. I'm going to eat clean. We're going to get a whole bunch of sweet potatoes, some rice, some meat, and we're going to put it down on the table. Going to cook up 5 meals a day, and that's going to be that. Well, here's the deal. A lot of you, particularly those of you who don't follow a nutrition plan already, don't really have a baseline to work from. Now, what am I talking about in regards to a baseline? So, most people don't get the required nutrition that they need to build muscle or burn fat on a daily basis, right? There's a particular amount of vitamins, a particular amount of nutrition that your body needs in order to feel safe in burning fat or putting on muscle. Now, why is this? You're probably like, man, I just thought it was about healthy eating and things like that. Well, back in the fucking day, when we had to go out and kill furry fucking animals and go out and pick things, we were mostly probably picking vegetables and fruits and nuts and hunter-gathering, because anthropology actually shows that we were mostly hunter-gatherers and not hunters, mostly gatherers and not hunters like a lot of those paleo people would like us to believe. We would go out and pick berries and pick fruits and herbs and things like that. And when food was scarce, right, because we only got things like meat every once in a while, when food was scarce, we would go into our metabolisms. Our thyroids were developed to slow down a little bit, to help us preserve the fat that was on our bodies, so that the stored energy could help us survive through those tough periods. Hormones like cortisol would raise and hormones like testosterone would go down so that our fat would burn and so that we wouldn't build muscle, right? Muscle was actually a detriment because muscle is one of the most energy-stealing tissues in the body. It is the most energy-stealing tissue in the body. Fat is the most energy-conservative tissue on the body. So when we're in starvation mode, our bodies would seek to preserve fat and get rid of muscle. And you probably see that when you go on a lot of your diets. That's why we see a lot of these skinny fat guys, and that's why a lot of times when you see marathon runners, they look kind of flabby because they're always in starvation mode. They're running long distances on low calories, and their bodies are getting rid of muscle and preserving fat. Besides the point, in order to start a diet, in order to keep your body from going into starvation mode, right? And this is going to be true whether you're dieting or clean bulking. I'll get into clean bulking in a second, but particularly when you're dieting, you need to make your body feel secure in giving up that security blanket. You need to make your body feel like it's okay to give up that fat, that you're not going to die, right? So what do you need to do? Well, when I take my fat loss clients, and I say fat loss, not weight loss clients, when I take my fat loss clients, the first thing I do is I feed the fuck out of them for 2 weeks. I give them lots of fruit, which most trainers would say, oh, if you're trying to burn fat, don't get fruit. It's like candy. Oh my God, sugar. No, I give them lots of fruit, lots of vegetables. I give them moderate amounts of protein and moderate amounts of carbohydrates and a little bit of fat. Feeding the body nutrients. Giving them, keeping their carbohydrates up, giving them enough so that their bodies, for those 2 weeks, are able to establish a caloric baseline where it feels safe. It feels like it's not starving, okay? And I need to, regardless of where a person is, establish that baseline before I can move them into a fat loss program. And all of this is in the Getting Shredded ebook, which you can order in the link down below in the description, but this isn't a sales video. What I'm trying to tell you is that you need to prepare your body to lose weight before you jump into any fucking crazy caloric deficit or anything like that. For those of you who are trying like the lemon cleanse or any of that other bullshit, honestly, you're going to put your body into some sort of shock starvation mode, and the second you start putting calories back into your body, you're going to be putting fat back onto it. Now, on the other hand, when you're beginning a clean bulk, you also need to do this. Your body doesn't have all the necessary enzymes and vitamins in it to process proteins and carbohydrates in the way that it's supposed to if you're jamming protein and carbohydrates down your throat. A lot of times when people begin bulking diets, they'll get clogged up. They'll have digestive issues. And so my recommendation is to do the same thing that you would do for the first 2 weeks. Have a moderate amount of protein, have a moderate amount of carbohydrates, tons of fruit, tons of vegetables to help you keep your metabolism going so that your body can be prepared for extra calories down the line, because your body isn't going to know automatically what to do with all that protein that you're shoving down the body. And then you got to gradually build it up. Okay? Now, you get a lot of these guys that are like, oh man, I'm bulking. I'm going to fucking shove pizza and fucking calzones down my motherfucking face until I fucking turn into a fat pig. That's not the way. Alright? The way is, if you want to do a clean bulk and you want muscle and not fat, is to do this gradually. Slowly introduce nutrients into your system so that your body understands what to do with them. Down the line, you'll have a much more muscular physique that you will be able to chisel down much more effectively when the time comes to lose fat. Okay? That's my 2 cents. If you've got any questions, you hit me up at gettingshredded@gmail.com, or you can hit me up on Instagram, or you can hit me up on Facebook. I'm always here. For those of you who like my content, please subscribe to my channel. For those of you who don't like my content, leave a nasty comment below. I love those nasty comments, and go fucking somewhere else. Alright? Love you all. Take care. Hit me up with questions anytime.